What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quebecio, Chiracio, the realest streets of Canada.
Why are you confusing Chicago and Quebec?
Oh, it's not the same?
No.
Oh, people here are civilized. I'm sorry. Okay. And bonjour. And welcome to Ontario, Canada. Oh, we're not in Ontario.
No, we're in Quebec.
We're in Quebecio.
Quebec. There's no O.
Quebec. Let's see how we can drive out of this parking lot. Let's get up out of here and welcome to Quebec, Canada. 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 Yes, we're in Canada.
That's a plus size store.
Do you think I have time to buy you morbidly obese clothing? There's already enough morbidly obese women in this parking lot. There's like a bunch of big girls there. I think they're pooped on stink because they're only in the 300s.
Meters, use the middle lane to turn left onto Boulevard
For men.
Quebec 358 West.
Really?
Signs for Boulevard
Yes.
Pierre Bertrand Nord, Auto Route 40
I'm not
West.
fat. Do they really have it?
2 to 6X.
Is it open?
Oh, so if it was for me, it wouldn't be open. But if it's for you, it's fair game.
Is it for men or for women? Which
Men.
one? Men? Really? I mean, I'm not fat or anything, but is it really open?
Yes.
We haven't bought any Canada artifacts before we leave. Is it a one-way going that way?
No.
We can't waste money on stupid stuff. We both have enough clothes already.
Oh, so if it was for me, it would be no. But if it's for you, oh well, it's for Jose.
Boulevard Pierre Bertrand, Quebec 358 West.
What's
Signs
the
for
problem?
Boulevard Pierre Bertrand Nord, Auto Route 40 West.
A bunch of people are gonna like tell you you're a
I
jerk.
don't give a crap. You haven't sold any houses yet. That's not my problem. When you sell a house, go buy your own clothes. I'm tired of buying your clothes.
Just because I see one,
I'm
and
saving
I'm
up.
happy about it, does not mean I'm gonna
I'm
actually
saving
go
up.
there.
I'm saving up to put money underneath to put lights underneath my car. Haven't been able to do it yet. I'm saving up money because I want to get those lights for underneath the car, and you're over here trying to get me to buy you clothes.
You know what I'm gonna be saving up for?
A divorce. I wouldn't doubt it. That after all these years of me feeding you and taking care of you, when you get a job, and make some money, then you leave me. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't freaking doubt it. All these years taking care of you, for one time you get money more than me, and then you leave me. I wouldn't doubt it.
Why would you think that?
Because you're thankless for all my efforts and endeavors in this household, buying you extra plus clothes, and well, you're never quite satisfied. The more I buy you, the more you want.
I was gonna buy you a house.
Okay, I'll see. The city is absolutely beautiful. Not this part. Who goes there?
Mother. The one who gave me life and loves me.
You notice how people in Canada are healthy? They're out biking and walking and...
I mean, if I had the opportunity, Florida is hot. This is
I
nice.
thought there's air conditioning inside our gym. Oh, I guess there is an air conditioning inside the gym, huh? Yeah, it's just really hot in there, ain't it?
Well, this is outside.
They said there's no hoods in this city. I doubt it. I know they got hoods up in here. Supposedly there's no bad neighborhoods in this city. Let me just take you to a bad neighborhood in the city and show you that there are bad neighborhoods. If I can find one. Dude, they're out here working on a Sunday. These people in Canada don't play, bro. They get to it. People in West Virginia are like, man, I can't work on Sunday. I have to go to church. Tell me those apartments back there don't look grimy.
I will say it seems like they're more efficient here.
They work.
Mm-hmm.
People in the United States, man, they shut down a coal mine in 1864, and nobody's been able to work ever since. I'm like, you could have found something you had 180 years to figure out, buddy. People in Alabama, well, we haven't really had free labor in a few hundred years now. Can't work. This is a Sunday, and these people are out here working, bro. If it was the United States, especially like the South on a Sunday, ain't nobody working. And they ain't going to church either. They're just like...
And there's no work on Monday either because
oh,
Sunday,
it's the first day of the week. I mean, yeah. And then on Tuesday...
We'll open Tuesday if we feel like it.
Oh, on Tuesday, you got to get set up because you've been closed for a week.
Mm-hmm.
You're working on Tuesday. Man, we just got set up. It's Tuesday. We're closed all weekend and Monday. I mean, we can't take care of you now. We're just getting set up. Went on Wednesday. Well, it's another week. We're busy. Thursday. Well, it's almost Friday. We're closed early. Saturday. Getting ready for church on Sunday. Y'all think I'm playing? Does the green light mean you can go?
Yes.
If it's blinking, you can...
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how these laws work. I love how they have palm trees.
Yeah.
And they just put them out during the summer. People say there's no palm trees in Canada. Oh, there's palm trees up here. Quebeccio, Chiraccio. This neighborhood here looks like the hood. What the crap was that? They're like...
It was like a hiccup.
There have to be bad neighborhoods.
Like
You're gonna tell me they don't have any bad neighborhoods? Come on, dude. A city this big doesn't have a hood. Come on, dog. They have to have a hood. Supposedly there's no bad neighborhoods in the city. What if we just label a neighborhood bad and it turns bad after we label it bad? Like when American came here and said, well, it's a bad neighborhood now. We all have to move out. This looks like the hood. Kinda. On the left side of the road. Not the right side. The right side of the road's nice. People on the right side got their credit score up. They're doing things right. People on the left side of this road, they get their crap together. Look for a neighborhood called Veneer. Every Canadian city, that's like the bad part of the city. Veneer is like the MOK of Canada. MOK wouldn't be a bad neighborhood in Canada because in Canada they treat their black people right. That's just an American thing.
telling me it's like 2 hours away.
The what? The neighborhood?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me this neighborhood doesn't have the potential to turn into a bad neighborhood at any moment. A bunch of Americans moved in this neighborhood, it would go to crap. By the way, you know Canada's offering... Here we go. This is like the overtown of Quebec right here. The bad neighborhoods of Quebec, Canada. People are outside. Oh, it's Sunday. They're allowed to be outside on their back porch. Looking back on a Monday and see if they're still hanging out. You're going to tell me to say this big doesn't have bad areas? Come on, dude. Look for a dollar.
Picnic. Wow.
It's gonna be a hard. It looks like
I don't
it looks.
see that in the U.S.
Yeah, you don't. People out here be picnicking in the hood and stuff like that. That was in the bad neighborhood in Toronto, or was it Toronto or Montreal? And there's like people
Both.
there's like people canoeing and picnicking, and I'm like, man, you couldn't do that in the inner city in the United States.
They're like picnicking in their front yard.
Yeah.
I don't even think people picnic in the U.S.
It looks too soft. A picnic in the United States?
Yeah.
You'd have to be out of your mind. Maybe in New Hampshire or Vermont, that's about it. Anywhere else in the United States, you do a picnic, you're getting shot at for being soft. There has to be bad neighborhoods in the city, bro. Where's the hood at? It's like that DMX song. Where the hood, where the hood, where the hood at?
That looks cool.
They have picnics.
Look at that. It's like a rocking table. That's awesome.
These people are way too civilized. Like this neighborhood has like all of the architectural. It has all of the architectural requirements to be a hood.
Mm-hmm.
High population density, corner stores. Like, how is this not a hood? Look at this apartment complex. We're gonna find a bad neighborhood in the city. I'm not gonna leave Quebec until I found a bad. There have to be my neighborhoods here.
I think people are less concerned of how they look, and then they just live.
This looks like a hood. So this is the hood.
Mm-hmm.
This parking lot right here. We have found a bad neighborhood in Quebec.
Mm-hmm.
Cars look aggressive, all rusted out.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna find a hood though. We ask the locals if there's a hood here.
We're picnicking, people.
You can't picnic in the hood.
They're picnicking and playing in a pool.
They're supposed to be slinging rocks or something. That's the problem with Canadians, man. They don't understand they're in a hood. They're literally picnicking and pulling. That's not hood activities. It looks like a hood, like architecturally it looks like a hood. But then people are outside picnicking. You can't have that in the hood. You can't be out here picnicking in the hood, though. These people just don't understand. In America, we would turn this neighborhood. Imagine if you just grab this neighborhood right now, or just architecturally, and just put it like somewhere in Fort Myers. This will be like the trenches out here, bro. Shake my head, Canadian safety. Why they always gotta be safe, though? Is this one way? We got a long road ahead of us. Hopefully we'll see a moose today.
Do you want me to put in the GPS?
Let me see where we're at real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me see where we're at first. We got a lot of travels today. How hard is it just to tell me where I'm at, map? Yeah, this neighborhood's called Veneer. This must be the hood. This has to be the bad neighborhood. Is this one way? I love how I just turn in the streets and then ask if it's one way later. This has to be a bad neighborhood. I'm pretty sure this is the hood in Quebec. It's getting gentrified. Those apartments over there look pretty grimy. They have to have a hood, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the hood people gonna live? America? You have to move to the United States to get shot?
I wish I could picnic.
Don't get me started. Whoop. Oh, it's a one-way.
Yeah.
But I want to go into those apartments up there. They look pretty grimy.
I know.
But it's a one-way. How can it be a one-way when there's no... There you go. There's an alleyway. Does this look sketchy or what? Not quite. Some graffiti, but... Defense this stationer? What does that mean?
I don't know.
What does defense the stationer mean?
I don't know.
Canadian Creole.
It's only a trailer with a convertible.
These people.
That is awesome.
You need an F-350, bro. It's more aggressive. These people will never understand the hood life, dog. Hauling a trailer is a perfect opportunity for you to get in an F-350 and drive around like a nut job. Burning diesel fumes. No, with a convertible. With the top down at that. I'm gonna be honest, this has to be the hood. How do I get in those apartments rooms in my pocket? And again, they're picnicking outside. It's like, it looks like the hood, but then they're picnicking. You can't do a picnic in the hood, dog. That's disrespecting my street credentials and stuff like that. Can't be out here picnicking, dog. What's wrong with you, man? We in the hood, dog. We're gonna find a bad neighborhood. I feel like Beavis and Butthead. Beavis, we're gonna find a bad neighborhood. This was like a Beavis and Butthead expedition. Like, Beavis, we're gonna find a bad neighborhood in Quebec City, Canada. You can make watch Beavis and Butthead make an episode about us. Look, Beavis. is these idiots are looking for a bad neighborhood in Quebec, Canada. That's pretty dumb. Oh snap! High population density. Are we in the hood? Lady walking on a dog. Dang. Where's the hood, dog? You're gonna tell me they don't have hoods here?
No.
Even like the areas that look like they should be the hood aren't the hood. What the crap is the parteneur? I think
Restaurant.
that's like, no, the parteneur? No, that's like a corner store.
It says restaurant.
Yeah, but the parteneur is like it's like an apartment store. This guy's like outside doing math. It's like the end of the month. He's like calculating how he can save more money on his rent. Like this looks like it would be a bad neighborhood, but it's not. There's like people picnicking and walking dogs. If you just these buildings, if you could just pick these buildings up and put them in Fort Myers, this would have a very high crime rate in Fort Myers. And if this was in Fort Lauderdale, oh my, it would be splendid. This would be a splendid neighborhood in Fort Myers. You're telling me that their working class poor people aren't into crime?
No.
What do they do for a pastime? Picnic?
Yes. It looks like picnic, barbecue.
Let's see. It's the hood, though.
Redecorate.
Redecorate their hood apartment. Dang it. Dang it, Canada. Where's the hood, though? Wow, they had that inside their house?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that crap is old. And they really had that inside their house? So I'd say, like, the poor people here are a little bit more economically challenged, I think. Not like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think just people in Canada are more stingy. Like, even poor people in the United States will have better furniture than that. Let's be honest, you're not going to find furniture that old in a house in the United States. Because somebody will throw away. I think there's more consumerism in the United States.
Yeah.
So poor people can get better stuff more readily. Like furniture, for example. Like, not even in the worst neighborhoods in the United States, you see some of that raggedy. Now, like in the United States too, like a neighborhood that looked like this, you can just pull into a parking lot recording with a camera and somebody's like, hey dog, you in my hood, dog. They're out here helping people that are disabled and stuff. Notice how many people in Canada have mobility scooters. In the United States, it's embarrassing, bro. You'll see homeless people on a walker. Here, the homeless, the people that are disabled, they get a mobility scooter. I've seen them everywhere, right? You don't see people in the United States with a mobility scooter. You see people with a walker begging and stuff, bro. It really is embarrassing how bad healthcare is in the United States. Like, Canada really makes the United States look bad. In a lot of ways. All right, let's get out here.
Okay.
And by the way, this is one of the most beautiful cities we've seen in Canada, but
Head northeast
we gotta get going.
onto Leapy toward Avenue Limper Furland. Then turn
Is there anyone we
left
can drive through
onto
downtown before we leave?
Turn left onto Avenue Limper Furland. Then turn left onto Rue Sampson.
No.
No, there is. Of course there is. You can't go through downtown before we leave.
Turn left onto Rue Sampson.
Who the crap is Rue Sampson and why is he in my hood? How long will it take to drive to 13 minutes? Yeah, we're 13 minutes from downtown. Let's do this and then we'll leave.
Turn left onto Rue Sampson. Then turn left onto Avenue Plant.
Who the crap is Rue Sampson? And why is he in my hood, dog? I could take over this neighborhood.
Turn left onto Avenue Plant.
But they have got to stop picnicking. I can't be trying to take over their hood if they're over here picnicking. Left or right? I'm on the left. Alright. That's right. Yeah, I'm sure that they're actually going to stop.
In 600 meters, turn left onto Rue Blue Anne.
This has to be like the most hood neighborhood in the whole city. There's like people jogging, picnicking. They just don't understand they're in the hood. High population density. It clearly has all of the necessary trademarks of a hood, and they're out here picnicking. It's supposed to be in the street, son. They have a sign that says like, "Attention, no selling drugs." Like, excuse me, sir, we don't do that here. Like, yeah, Vermont's on the other side of that border. It's like an orange sign with like a needle and it has like a cross through it. Like, we don't do that here. These people, this neighborhood is never going to be dangerous. Don't they understand they're in the hood though?
Turn left onto Rue Blouin.
Right here? Nice Lexus. You know, you see a lot of nicer cars in the city. Where in the rest of Canada, you don't really see too many expensive cars. It seems like there's a little bit more money here.
Turn left onto Rue Soumond.
200 meters, Rue Soumond.
Go up a little bit more. To the light. And you're gonna go to the left.
Compared to the other Canadian cities, cars here are a little bit more expensive.
Turn left onto Rue Soumond, then turn right onto Rue Hubert.
Turn right into Rue de Miller, and then to Rue de Miller. How do you think we've been treated since we've been here?
Good. Very good.
Excellent.
Everyone said that, you know, we'd be treated bad because
No.
we don't speak French.
No.
People are
So
more...
accommodating. Accommodating.
Yeah.
Decent, respectful. If they don't speak perfect English, they try to talk to you in English however they can. They have been very respectful, accommodating. I want to go ahead and say, like, everything we heard about Quebec is wrong. The people are accommodating. They listen to Spanish music a lot.
Yeah.
I've noticed that. Like, they literally listen to Spanish music. Like, we were at a restaurant last night, a bar, and they were playing Spanish music the whole time.
Yeah.
Dang, it's cough. I've been hiding it for weeks now.
It's just allergies.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what you said when you had COVID. You were like, oh, it's just an allergy. I'm like, you look like you're going to die.
You don't look... You look fine.
I feel like I'm going to die.
You're also drinking a cold drink.
True. Okay, so blinking means you can turn. This is so confusing. It feels so wrong to do this as an American driver. That you just to turn on a blinking light. A blinking light means you can turn. What's up with these super C's? I see them everywhere.
Turn right onto Rue Hubert.
We will need to have the bag in the back seat in a little bit.
Oh, when we cross the border? Oh yeah, we gotta have our passports?
Yeah.
Yeah. We should make a video of me going through U.S. Customs. Right here. All the people that have been saying all the people that say like I should get deported and I'm not. You know, we have those people go trying to say I'm illegal. Just like show them a video of like me, a border patrol agent. Like I'm not illegal. I'm not getting deported back to Mexico. Ask a border patrol agent if I'm getting deported back to Mexico. And it's just like every time somebody makes a comment like that, just copy and paste the link to them. Not even reply to their message, just like copy and paste the link and send it to them.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear, like, I mean, you could probably ask them directly, like, if it's possible.
For me to get the border back to Mexico?
No. Be like, can I make a YouTube video of you saying no? Yeah.
That's a good way to get searched needlessly.
Yeah.
See, if you aggravate them, then they're just going to give them... They're just trying to do their job.
No, if you find someone in school, I mean... What's the worst they can do? Say no?
Search you for 5 hours.
Yeah, sure.
Put on some latex gloves and do a cavity search on you. Like, sure, let's do a cavity search.
Like...
Oh, by the way...
No, what you can say is, you know, I am Cuban. People seem to think I can be deported to Mexico. I was born in Cuba, but I'm a U.S. citizen, as you can tell.
Quebecio.
Continue
like
on Quebec 175 Sud for 3 kilometers.
Hopefully there's less people being on Sunday. It was packed. What's up with all this dust everywhere? Quebeccio. It's like Chiracchio, but Quebeccio. Welcome to Montgomery. We're driving into Montgomery, Alabama, except for this is actually nice. And they actually have real decent history here, not horrible history. Welcome to Montgomery. We have slayed 400,000 people here. And we're not done yet, Jose. If you just get a ticket and line up, we'll take care of you in a minute. Don't rush us. Amazing. I definitely recommend that you visit the city.
Yeah.
If there's one city in North America you need to see, Monterey, California, Quebec, Canada. Any other cities that you have to see? San Francisco's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would say San Francisco, Miami, San Francisco, Monterey, Quebec. Any other city worth seeing? I'm gonna be in this lane. Is that a cop?
Yeah.
Quebec. I love how many like really old school cars they have. Look at this like Nissan. That thing is so cool. And there's one city in North America you must see.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Monterey, California. San Diego, at least La Jolla is gorgeous. La Jolla and San Diego, Monterey, California, Quebec, Canada. Any other cities that we've seen there is just like, wow. Maybe Miami. Hialeah City. You got to see Hialeah, man. No, of course not. Hopefully there's less people today. It was like... Oh, another thing.
300 meters, turn left onto Boulevard Charles Est.
Quebec will now allow anybody who's... They want French-speaking immigrants, which means Haitians, for example. No, they speak Creole, but they'll fluently learn French because they speak Creole already. What am I doing?
You're turning left, not here, but up ahead.
Turn left onto Boulevard Charles Est.
Right here?
Yes.
What if I just kept going, Katie?
They keep going.
Okay.
You're in downtown.
I'm glad we're getting green lights. It was so congested yesterday because it was Saturday.
Uh-huh.
I want to show them the city, like just a quick drive around. This is one of the most beautiful cities in North America, I'm telling you. It's a little slow today because, yeah, this is the same road we were on yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll head that way. Luckily, we're getting green lights. Yesterday was all red lights. This is absolutely one of the most beautiful cities in North America.
Yes.
Get me on the waterfront if you can, like as close to the water as possible.
Okay.
Remember that road that went along the coast?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you that.
Yeah, that would be awesome if we could do that. This city is absolutely incredible. It has like the most European vibes of any city that I've seen in North America.
Head east on Côte d'Abraham, Quebec 175 Sud, toward Rue Saint-Augustin.
Rue Saint-Augustin, dog.
In 200 meters, use any lane to turn right
That's
onto
a
Avenue
real
Honoré
OG
Mercier,
right there,
Quebec
dog.
175 Sud.
What's his name? Hussein Godson? What?
Huh?
What's the guy's name?
What?
The street name she just said?
Rue Saint-Augustin. But you're going up there.
Okay, get me there. And then from there we'll leave. And we'll leave along the road that goes along the water, the one we took the other day. If, I'm telling you though, there's one city in North America you have to see, it's Quebec City. It is definitely worth being on your list. What a gangsta name. It's just like, if you got that name, we're gonna be looking this way. Cause you're like
Use
a
any
mom,
lane
so.
to turn right onto Avenue Honoré Mercier,
And you've
Quebec
got like
175 Sud.
castles and.
Oh, this is an incredible place, man. This city is incredible. It's the same drive we did yesterday, except for
300
no
meters
traffic
at the
today.
roundabout, continue straight to stay on Avenue Honoré Mercier, Quebec 175 Sud.
Instead of saying we don't want immigrants, the United States, we don't want immigrants. They're taking they took our job. Canada, we got more jobs. Send them. You know, they took our job. He took our job. Oh man, he took a job. Canada, Quebec said, hey, if you speak French, we want you. I don't care if you're Chinese or Japanese. If you speak French, we want you. I don't care what part of the world you're from, what country you're from. You speak French, you want to work, welcome to Canada. That's how you do immigration policy. But there's going to be litter everywhere. I don't see any litter. But there's going to be crime. Immigrants are criminals. What crime? No, this is the safest I ain't been.
This is nice.
This is the safest place. We've driven like over 1,000 miles through Canada, I'm pretty sure at this point. From Detroit to here. This is the safest country in the world, probably. Other than like Finland or Norway or something like that. What am I doing here, love?
You're gonna go around the traffic cone. And then you're gonna keep going straight.
Drive around the traffic cone.
Straight. Where the car is going. You're going straight. You're not turning.
Oh, so what? But you got me in a turning lane. No, I have to turn.
I told you to get out of it before you did it.
Well, I have to turn now.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Absolutely have to. I'm in a turning lane. And the light's green. Don't get smart with me, young
100
man.
meters at the roundabout, take the first exit and stay on Avenue
I can pull a
Honoré
U-turn
Mercier,
here.
Quebec 175.
I could easily pull you through here. Why are we getting a
Head
real light?
southwest on Boulevard René Lévesque Est, then make a U-turn.
I can make a U-turn here. What's the point of this red light? To let imaginary pedestrians cross. On your pedestrian. Criminals! They're all criminals! They're criminals! They're bringing in crime and drugs! I don't see drugs and crimes here in Canada. I haven't seen a single person bent over on fence.
Make a U-turn.
They're
In
bringing in
100 meters
drugs.
at the roundabout, take the
They're bringing
second
in
exit on
crime and
Avenue Honoré
drugs,
Mercier,
crime and
Quebec
drugs.
175 North.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you will pay enough for it, we'll bring it. And I say we, I mean immigrants. You know, you want it. Canadians aren't a bunch of crackheads. They'll hire you, but they're not going to buy crack off you.
They're bringing in crime and drugs. They're bringing in crime and drugs. They're criminals. They're litter everywhere.
I don't see any litter.
Boulevard René Lévesque Est.
I don't see, the crime rate in Canada is half the crime rate in the United States. What am I doing? This city has some confusing roadways, I'll tell you that. It's a roundabout, but you have to turn right at it.
In 50 meters at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Avenue Honoré Mercier,
Smallest roundabout in the world.
175 Sud. In 100 meters at the roundabout, take the first exit and stay on Avenue Honoré Mercier, Quebec 175 Sud.
Look at that.
This is the house of crime, Lamar. road. This is Majestic.
Exit the roundabout onto Avenue Honoré.
Look at all the
their house of-
tulips and flowers.
Dude. No, la gente se la comió.
And there's people picnicking there too.
Not just in the hood. Going this way.
Here, this.
See that building over there? That big tall building? That's one of their most famous buildings.
Turn left onto Rue St. Louis.
St. Louis. Talk about St.
You're
Louis.
gonna turn left.
Try to have a picnic in St. Louis.
They're bringing in drugs. They're having a picnic.
People in America complaining about immigrants. People in Canada having a picnic with immigrants.
Pretty much.
I mean, like, I've learned so much about the United States by coming to Canada. Because everything you hear in the United States, you start to believe all those lies, you know?
Yeah.
You hear people repeat it enough, you start to believe it. You know? You start believing all that. Because you hear so many people say it, you take it as for granted. It's everybody says it, everybody believes it. And then you come over here and there's no litter.
You have your own thoughts, not what's taught to you.
And they portray Quebec as a racist, backwards place. Who doesn't welcome tourists. And bro, I've been here and the people have treated me. Wow, look up.
800 meters. Turn right onto Côte de la Montagne.
Look. Oh my gosh. What the crap? It's gorgeous. Look at this.
Wow.
Canada! Wow. It's like Europe and the United States, but not we're not in the United States, we're kind of here. You get what I'm saying. Canadians all mad. We're not in the United States, buddy. Yeah, buddy, we're not part of your country. Wow. Look at this.
God.
It's like
Yeah.
what we're like in Europe, but
Yeah.
we're in the United States. It's like, look at this. It's like Puerto Rico or Havana, Cuba, but in Canada. But French. Wow. This is a freaking country, bro. City's like 400 years old. Wow, this is so cool. You know the city's like actually like fortified? Unbelievable. This is a city. Wow. I told you guys the city was gorgeous. What did I say was going to happen? Exactly what.
And it just keeps getting better
Oh
and
yeah,
better.
yeah. No doubt. This is Canada. Beautiful French music playing. Wow. I am just. Look at the castles, baby. Look at the castles. Whoa. And the only thing that they ask their immigrants is to learn French. Reasonable. Because we've heard so many bad things about Quebec. It's like they want to demonize the state, you know? But no, I mean, like, from hospitality, the people you meet, everything has just been incredible. I mean, respect, dignity, customer service, attentive people, man. Wow. I feel like I'm in Havana, Cuba. We have to get to San Juan, Puerto Rico. We have to get to San Juan, Puerto Rico next month, if possible. Colony!
Where this car is going, you are going.
What was that guy screaming?
I don't know.
He was like, Parmesan Sarmiento!
In 400
Wow.
meters, turn right onto Rue Dalhousie, Quebec 136 West.
Yeah, this city, wow. Canada. This is literally like a piece of Europe in North America. I mean, and it doesn't end. Like, it just keeps going and going and going.
And it just when you
Incredible.
think you saw like amazingness, awesomeness in the city, it just
this
keeps
place
getting
is
better.
marvelous. This is a world. This is like a World Heritage Site. I'm pretty sure. This is just wow. Look at this avenue. One to the left.
Wow.
And the whole thing's fortified. Like, the city's like within a fort.
Turn right onto Rue Dalhousie, Quebec 136 West, then turn left.
Wow. This is like, look at that. This is like Cuba or San Juan. Like, this is just. This is an old city. 400 years ago, go figure. If you see one thing in North America, come see this city. Okay, we'll take that road out now. GPS,
Where are we going?
we'll make sure it takes us along the water. It doesn't matter, everything's pretty. GPS location, let's get out of here. Wow.
Head east on Côte de la Montagne, Rue Isidore Thibodeau,
Yeah, it's
then
gonna
turn
take us
right
on
onto
that
Rue
route.
Dalhousie.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm just amazed. Look at that wall, Katie. Look at the wall made out of rocks.
Wow.
Just needs a little bit more graffiti
Rue
and we're
Dalhousie,
set.
Quebec 136 West.
Royal Dalhousie.
And look at the other side too.
Oh yeah. This is like, you would need a whole month to explore this place.
Yeah.
There's a lot. Now this is a city you can fly into, rent a car or even an electrical bicycle, and just spend a whole week here.
Yes.
And then really be able to explore it. The way we travel, we couldn't possibly do it, you know?
Yeah. At least for now.
Dale, mijo. He's got a subwoofer in the car. That's a first in Canada. You know what's weird though? Like, even though this city is the most French city we've been to, not by number, but by percentage of people that speak the language, culturally, there's so much Americanization here. And I mean, like, the cars people drive, they'll put rims on their cars, the music they listen to. There's a more American and Latin American influence too. Subtle Latin American influences.
Alright.
Little water, man.
Continue on Quebec 136 West for 12 kilometers.
Look at the view. Wow. There's people fishing.
Cool.
Man. This would be a great place to metal detect if it was allowed. Probably not, because it's a heritage site. Can you imagine how much gold there is in the city just laying around? Oh, wow!
Oh my god.
What the cannoli manjoli tanoli?
This place is amazing.
Pictures. Take pictures. Take pictures. Take pictures. Okay, take pictures.
Yeah.
Take a picture of the house. How come nobody talks with like that type of French accent here? A lot of the French Canadians I met in the United States have a really heavy accent. These people don't have an accent. That's weird. This has been an incredible experience. And I'm telling you, you have to visit the city. I can't stress it enough. If there's one place in North America you need to see, this in Monterey, California. And maybe La Jolla and San Diego. Like places you have to go to. See how the city's fortified?
Yeah.
To the fortifications?
Yeah.
The interesting is those fortifications were not just against the natives, the indigenous people. It was also because of how close they are to Europe. Because the St. Lawrence River goes out to the Atlantic Ocean. You got Ireland, Scotland, all on the other side. Ireland, look at that. What is that? Is that military?
Yeah.
Es un monstruo. Look at that boat with the Canadian flag on it.
Ooh.
Wow. I mean, think about this. On the other side, you got Scotland, England. It's a shame we're not going to make it to Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Sucks. Imagine the view from those apartments over up in those hills up there.
Yeah.
This is a place that's sad to have to leave, bro.
Yes.
I was so right about coming here. I kept telling you, like, babe, we gotta go see Quebec City.
Jose,
What?
I told you, and then you're like, oh, no.
Look at the freighter, babe. Look.
Yeah. I had a feeling we needed to see the city.
You were so right. Look at people picnicking over here. Little benches to picnic overlooking all this stuff.
It's great. People actually picnic here.
This and I do agree that they need to preserve the French language, you know, like it's part of the essence of this place is the French language.
Yeah.
Notice how the sun is to the south now, more than it is to the. Like we're at a different angle to the sun. If you pay attention to the sun here, it's further to the south than it is to in front of us. Like we're heading west almost, aren't we? We're heading almost west, yeah, kind of southwest. And it's 1:20 in the afternoon, but the sun's still to the left of you.
Yeah.
And you're really far. You're really like.
Yeah.
You're not even looking out. You're looking like up on the earth. And it is in the springtime. Imagine in the winter. I guess in the winter the sunsets here would be almost to the south either way. Both. Canada, take me home to a place in Canada, 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 Canada. Canada, take me home to the place in Canada, 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 Canada. Wow. Yo me quedé loco, hacer, yo me quedé loco, sorprendido para que tú sepas. Ready to cross into Maine? We'll be back in the United States soon.
Yep.
Los Estados Unidos de América. Los Estados Unidos me han rechazado simplemente porque importé lo prohibido. No hablo de polvo, simplemente un guajiro. Pam, param, pam, 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 param, pam, pam. Da. Da. Fala DJ. like the young people here.
Mm-hmm.
They seem like they, you know, like, but when you think about like humans, right? They speak 2 languages for the most part. A lot of them do.
Yeah.
They have beautiful historic places to go to, natural settings.
Yes.
These cities are very compact. It means as soon as you drive out of city limits, you're in the wilderness. So you have urban settings, you have natural settings within very close proximity. You have a lot of indoor activities during the winter. You have low crime, you have diversity, you have things to do. Standard of living. Look at how many people are jogging.
Yeah.
Where do you go in the United States and see people jogging everywhere? Everywhere you go, the people are healthy. Like, they care about their health. They walk, they bike. It's embarrassing as a fat, overweight, morbidly obese American to find myself around these people jogging. Like, it just lets you know, if you go to like Oklahoma City, ain't nobody jogging in Oklahoma City. You know what I mean? Bunch of overweight, potato eating people like me and Katie that don't take care of themselves. It's embarrassing. When you have that much livability and quality of life, it's natural that people are gonna not go to crime. It's natural that people are gonna work and be productive and do exercise.
Look at those people. They're not able to do that, but they're out in their scooter enjoying life.
Yeah. It's like people here actually enjoy life. The United States, it's like people, all they do is like be aggressive. Drive an F-350, play some loud music, carry a gun. Why don't you carry a freaking bicycle and go for a walk, man? You know? Just the livability. Look, everywhere you look is people biking, walking.
Yes.
You know? Like, people actually, like, there's vibes. It's safe. You can be out at 2 in the morning. You know what I mean? It's like, there's so many things wrong with the way people live in the United States. And it's a beautiful culture. I mean, even here, this city is incredible. But even here, the people here imitate American culture, want to speak English, listen to American music. It's not that the United States doesn't have culture. It's the way people have started to live in the United States that doesn't work. It doesn't function. But instead of admitting, okay, this doesn't work, this doesn't function, they double down on continuing to be ignorant. Take a look at how these cities are planned. There's a lot of population density here. You know, like, one thing I've already noticed, the people in the United States been commenting, oh, look at those shiny stacker buildings. Bro, the higher the population density, the closer you are to everything you need, the more land can be preserved, which land preservation is not just for animals, it's for humans too. I mean, all that contributes to, like, we live in an apartment. What difference does it make if it's a 2-story apartment or a 10-story apartment? What difference it makes? Look at the freighter baby. The difference it makes is that now you just freed up 100 acres that can be natural settings, natural resources, places for people to hike, bike. I don't even know how to explain it, but there's a lot, and I mean a lot, that the United States can kind of, but of course it's not going to change. The United States isn't going to become Canada because I think it's better, but just from my perspective, what I can see is, like, when you see Canadian cities, they're compact, high population density. They don't just allow suburbs to sprawl in all directions and compete with each other, because then you got to build roads in all directions, you incommunicate natural areas, none of that. I mean, as soon as you leave this urban core, you're surrounded by moose and natural settings and mountains and rivers. And if it was the United States, they just build roads in all directions. Like, Canada's more compact, and in being more compact, it allows for 98% of their country's landscape to be preserved. And that's just a resource for today. That's a resource for tomorrow. That's wealth in the future. And it ensures that the cities that exist today in Canada, 60, 80 years from now, will continue to be cities will continue to be strongholds like in America, where like Detroit, where the city of Detroit itself is pretty much in ruins, but you have 5 million people in the metropolitan area. So now you have, I don't know, 1,000 square miles of urban landscape. The city that was originally there, it doesn't exist, but you have all these sprawling suburbs in all directions. And now if you're going downtown, it takes you an hour and a half. Where here, if you're going downtown, it takes you 20 minutes. I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But as far as planning goes, and this is a characteristic of French architecture, because if you look at Louisiana, they actually have a little bit in Louisiana, especially southern Louisiana. That's just the way French people plan their cities. But it makes a lot of sense to do it that way. It may not even be planning on purpose. It may just be the way French people build cities. But if you look at Louisiana, for example, you'll see those characteristics, especially along the Mississippi River, where towns are just very compact. Characteristic too of a lot of European cities. I think American highways are its biggest asset. That you can travel from one point of the United States to the other with interstates. But that highway system is also the downfall that allows things to be so spread out that they're no longer functional or practical. But then too, like if you want, in the United States, you have the ability to get a bigger house, get more land, drive a bigger, more comfortable vehicle. Because there's the other side of that coin, is that in the United States, you can get more land, bigger house. It's more accessible and obtainable for the normal person in the United States to have a miniature estate, let's call it, where here, that's more difficult to obtain. It's more of a cubicle life, so interesting to think about that too, is that in the United States, you can obtain, in the United States, economically, it's more obtainable. So I'm not talking about so much from an economical aspect, from an architectural, cityscape planning aspect. Because I'm a freaking genius, right, Katie? Tell people how I'm a genius.
You are highly intelligent. So I'm probably going to get you an IQ test so we can know exactly how intelligent you are.
You can get an intelligence test?
Yes.
The only reason I'm agreeing to take this is because I know I'm going to come out on top. I think it's idiotic, but I'll take it simply so that, because I know that the odds of me being on top are there.
I don't doubt it.
And while we're there, I'll have one taken for you too. That way in the future when we take arguments, I can always remind you that I'm smarter.
Okay. Okay, Jose.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how smart I am, you still control my life.
Okay. Okay.
Look at the freighter, baby. Look at the freighter.
Yes, I see.
It's going fast.
Yeah, that's what I used to like. There was a place we used to go as a kid, and I used to watch the freighters all day long. I used to drive my parents crazy because we'd be on vacation, and I'd get up at like 5 in the morning to watch freighters go by.
Yeah. I like freighters. I like freighters and I like semi-trucks. I would wake up at 5 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my dad would go to work at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
This is when I was maybe 9 or 10 years old. My dad would wake up at 5 in the morning to go work in downtown Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
I had, you know how you have an attic up north?
Yeah.
We're going on that bridge? No way. We're going on that bridge, Howard? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. And we're going to go right over the freighter. If you want to take some good photos, this will be your opportunity. Look at the size of that bridge. Like the...
Yeah.
Which one are we going to? There's two of them. First one?
Shall see.
Should I be in the right lane?
Yeah. It really doesn't matter what lane you're in.
I'm so excited. Anyways, my dad would go work at 5 in the morning in downtown Louisville.
In 600 meters, use the right lane to take the auto route 73 Sun Pont Pierre LaPorte.
Yeah, he would leave like at 5:36 in the morning. You know how up north you have an attic?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the back of the attic, there was a bedroom and a bathroom. That was my parents. But then there's like the whole attic. It's just like a triangle area, right? With a little roof.
Mm-hmm.
I made a miniature Lego city.
Use the right lane to take the auto route 73 Sun
I used to have...
then merge onto Pont Pierre LaPorte.
To the right?
Yes.
On Pierre LaPorte, Montreal. Give me a second. I'm just trying to turn the road here. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to concentrate. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to be talking. I can't tell a story while I'm driving through off ramps and stuff. It's just my brain doesn't function out like that. Okay, I want to be on the other bridge. It looks cooler.
Continue on auto route 73 Sun for 3 kilometers.
And the other bridge looked cooler. What? I would wake up at 5 in the morning when my dad went to work, and I would, because I had a dump truck, a garbage truck, and I had to make my garbage round around my Lego city. So I used Legos to create like a little city. And you know the construction cones where I had like hundreds of little yellow Lego pieces, the tiny ones, the single ones, and there were the construction cones. So I had built like an entire city in the attic, and I had the semi trucks that were from the Dollar General, and I had garbage trucks. And every day when my dad went to work at 5 in the morning, I would wake up and I would do my garbage run in my little make-believe city, and then go back to sleep. Because the garbage, you know how the garbage trucks would come up in the morning? So I would wake up at 5 in the morning and play with my little trucks, pick up the garbage in my little make-believe city. And I had semi-trucks. I had the Dollar General. Dollar General would sell you a Dollar General semi-truck. I don't know if they still do that. Back then it was $1.
Yeah.
And so I had all the little semi-trucks. I wanted to be, when I was like 9 or 10 years old, I wanted to drive semi-trucks. That's what I wanted to do.
In 800 meters, keep right to stay on auto route 73 Sun.
What am I doing, baby? Show me the map.
You're gonna stay on the route.
Okay.
Auto route Sud.
You know Sud means south?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going south.
Yeah, that's what Sud means. I thought it meant
Keep right to stay on auto
urban
route
development or
73
something.
Sun.
Right.
Maine, USA. To the right? Maine. We're going to Maine.
Yeah.
We're a Maine young
Keep
lion.
left to stay on auto route 73 Sun.
What the fuck is that to say Maine? I'm a Maine young lion.
Continue on auto route 73 Sun for 87 kilometers.
Shop for speed traps. Get me up to down speed traps.
No speed traps until you're way into Maine.
Okay.
Say what?
This is Levis. This is so on this side of Quebec, this is Levis here.
Yeah.
There's farmland on the south side of Quebec City, down in here, and people from Latin America, like Mexicans, will come during the summer, like right now, and they'll work in agriculture for a few months because they get a temporary work visa,
Okay.
or they're allowed to come for 6 months.
Yeah.
So they'll come during the summer to work in Canada.
Okay.
Look at the view. Look in your rear mirror so you can see the cityscape.
It's amazing.
So they come from like Mexico. They'll come from Mexico and they'll work for 6 months during the summer in agriculture here, and then they go back to Mexico. So it's like a perfect thing where like they're allowed to work here in agriculture, but they don't have to live here year round. So they just come to work when they're needed, and then when they're not needed, they can leave.
Yeah.
It's like a perfect, you know what I mean?
It's a good system.
It's a good system. Like, they've really figured good systems here that work. And look at how far we are from Mexico here. Yeah, during the summer months, during the agriculture season, they're allowed to be here. They can't be here during the winter. They got 6 months to be here. Now, I don't know if they come as visitors and stay for 6 months.
Yeah.
Or if they get a work permit for 6 months. But either way, there's even like Mexican restaurants all through here, a lot of Mexican businesses and restaurants, because they do that temporarily.
Okay.
But see what I was saying, now we're in the woods. You left the city, now you're in the wilderness.
Yes.
There's no sprawling suburbs for hundreds of miles now. No, we're in the wilderness. Like, you can literally see a moose out here now.
Yeah.
With the exception that there is some farmland around here.
Yeah.
There's farmland because it's fertile soil down through here. So there is some farmland, but generally speaking,
Wow.
yeah, I know, look at those freaking rivers and rapids down there.
Yeah. Maine is 130 miles. Kilometers.
And what's that sign say? El Musi, El Musi, El Musi. I think today we're gonna see our moose.
Hopefully.
We will. Between Canada and Maine, we're gonna see our moose. If we don't see it in Canada, we'll see it in Maine. We're gonna be going through prime. One reason that I chose this route is that the people in New Hampshire, can you let them know we're not gonna be able to see them?
Oh, yeah.
Tell them I'm really so sorry, but it won't work out. Tell them we ended up. I don't know how you want to word it, but just say sorry. Maybe next time. How fast do you let go here? 100 kilometers? Speed up a little bit. El Musi, El Musi, El Musi me enseñó sus tarros. El Musi me enseñó sus tarros. That's it. Like, you're just a few minutes out of town, and there's a sign for moose crossing. We don't have hundreds of miles of sprawling suburbs. I'm gonna stay behind the motorcycle. I'm not gonna be passing people. 100 kilometers, not a mile more. El Musi me enseñó los tarros. What an amazing country Canada is. And we haven't even, this isn't even like the main tourist route. I think we're gonna see Montana and Calgary soon. You know, this is our road trip for this year.
Yeah, I know.
We might do small, but I want to do Louisiana. And I want to do Montana and Calgary, but I think this is gonna swallow up so much money we won't be able to. This trip might just taking a whole chunk of our net worth off. But we have lived the experiences of a lifetime. What's good is money in the bank for? Tomorrow you die from morbid obesity and you won't ever enjoy life. El Musi, El Musi, El Musi. In the next 11 kilometers you could see El Musi. El Musi me enseñó los tarros. I don't know if you see the speed limit.
It's 100.
So these motorcycles are going too slow.
Yeah.
I think they're getting off the highway.
Yeah, they're getting off the highway. But the speed limit is 100 kilometers.
I speed. You might be able to see El Musi.
Yeah. No, it's just checking the GPS.
So we've already seen black bears. We've already seen elks. We've seen elephant seals.
Yeah.
We've seen humpback whales. We've seen seal, sea otter, sea lion.
The only thing left are mooses and orcas.
Moose and orca. And then we'll have to go to Africa if we want to see more stuff in the wild.
Yeah. I have always wanted to go on a safari. I thought it'd be
A
interesting.
real safari?
Yeah, the real safari.
Okay, we'll go to West Palm Beach. They have a lion giant country safari there.
Yeah.
El moose is mort de fatigue. This drive is so boring, you'll die of fatigue.
Now I'm looking for mooses. I'm awake.
Yeah, you'll be driving soon.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah. We got a lot of driving today, so I don't want to exalt myself.
Exert.
Yeah.
At least get us to Maine.
You don't want me to drive through the... You don't want to drive through the...
No.
You know, Maine is all like Arkansas type of mountains and hills.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be really careful driving through there.
Yeah.
So you're letting me drive the easy part. You're gonna be driving the worst part.
Yeah, I know. You don't see too well with
How come?
like
Why don't you
curves and
drive?
stuff.
I'll let you drive to the border crossing in case something goes wrong. They arrest you and not me. I need you to take that hit for me, okay?
Jose.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, I've been taking care of you for all these years. You take the hit.
What are you even talking about?
You're the driver, so you have to claim whatever illegal things I'm bringing in from Canada.
You're not bringing anything in.
I am. I went to a store called Prohibition. They sold me a bunch of stuff that supposedly you weren't supposed to have in the United States.
You're lying. Stop lying.
I went to a store called Prohibition, and they sold me a bunch of stuff that you aren't allowed to have in the United States.
Stop lying.
I did.
Why are you lying?
I'm not. It's a store that's been open since the 1920s called Prohibition. I got some Canadian whiskey.
You can have it. You just need to declare it.
I can't believe I'm doing an international crossing and we're not bringing anything illegal with us.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if we can find a taro or something we can take with us to America. I'd go for the moose, but there's not enough space to hide in this car.
Yeah.
And there's already mooses in America, so that'd be pointless.
Yeah.
What would be something we could take from Canada? Something that we could cherish forever. Memories?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take memories of us.
Mm-hmm. Memories and videos.
Okay. That's the beautiful thing about now. You can literally take a video of your memories. It's not just photos. We have a whole. Imagine when we're 85, we could just go on YouTube and look at us road raging people in our 20s and 30s and drive the whole world.
Well, this channel has really been around since, well, we were like 29 when we started. 28. I was 28.
Dude, the guy on the bike looked at my car and like shook his head.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Yeah, buddy."
It's like, man, he went far.
He's like, "That's a road trip right there."
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we have had perfect weather the whole time we've been up here.
Yeah.
Blue skies the whole time we're in
Yeah.
Canada.
It's gorgeous. And I'm looking around for mooses.
Moose, show me your moose.
How's that?
What? I didn't say what? I didn't say nothing bad. Moose, show me your moose. What's wrong?
Okay, whatever. Hopefully we'll see you.
Moose.
They actually come out like mostly at night. Or like around nighttime.
Unless they're rabid, like that one raccoon we saw on YouTube earlier.
Yeah.
There's a YouTube. I think you remember the guy that has all the raccoons.
Yeah.
The YouTuber that we were watching, like he had all the raccoons. He's Canadian, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't know much about it. I've just seen where he has like 100 raccoons.
Man, this road trip has been, I think, more memorable than going to California.
Yeah.
The California trip was legit. But
Yeah.
this trip, I really think, wow. I want to go into Mexico, but we can't go into Mexico in this car. We have to get something like more.
Yeah.
We have to get like an older looking car. This isn't a car you're going to Mexico with.
No.
Notice how nobody's cared that our car stands out.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I recognize, like, you know where we live in Sarasota? Where you're a realtor?
Mm-hmm.
It's all $1 billion houses.
Yeah, okay.
Like in our parking lot, in our apartment building, there's like Maseratis and $100,000 Benzes. And a lot of these Jeeps.
Yeah.
In Sarasota, where we live, I feel like this car is like below average.
Yeah.
You know, one of our neighbors just got a Maserati.
Yeah, I know.
Like where we live, this car is like it's not
Below average.
Yeah, below average, right? It's not a top load car.
You gotta get over.
But in like 80% of the places we've been to in Canada, except for here, this is more money here. Have you noticed like how here in Canada, like our car, when we parked it somewhere, chances are it was probably one of the nicest cars. Like people in Canada, like at least in most of Canada, they're not big on like expensive cars.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense, they have the snow, but I feel like also gas is more expensive. Like it was like 80 Canadian dollars to fill this thing up. Gas is way more expensive here. But anyways, cars here are not as expensive. So I feel like in the United States, you have access to vehicles, properties more readily than you do in Canada. And again, here, there's a lot of money in this Quebec city. This city's just, you got all these crazy Lamborghinis and Ferraris and stuff because they're coming over here, Aston Martins and all that.
Yeah.
This is the way they do things here is so different. Like, let's say in Canada, they're making laws to preserve the French language in the state of Quebec.
Yeah.
Florida doesn't have laws to protect Spanish in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
The sign that used to say "Welcome to Florida"
Mm-hmm.
a few years back used to say "Bienvenido a la Florida." Now it says it in English. You remember the sign that said "Welcome to Florida"
Yeah.
in Spanish? They got rid of it.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, they got rid of it. And now it says, "Welcome to Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis," or something. It used to say, "Welcome to Florida" in Spanish. Bienvenido a la Florida. So it's weird how, like, in Canada, they're trying to preserve the French language. And it's just one state. One state in Canada that speaks French. They're trying to preserve it. They made laws where everything has to be in French.
Preserve it within that state.
Within the state. But in, like, let's say South Florida. In South Florida, they're trying to eliminate the Spanish language. Or like Quebec is a French word, Florida's a Spanish word. But in the United States, they're trying to eliminate any type of cultural heritage that anybody may have to a particular region. Well, here in Canada, they protect it. So they look at things a little bit different here. And I like the way they look at things here. And it's difficult. I mean, everybody wants to speak English. You see the young kids here, the parents, they have to scream at their kids in English. You know, the guy there, there's like a family at the hotel where we were, and the parents were screaming at the kids in English when they screamed at them. If they were talking to them, it would be like in French. But if they were like, "Get over here," it would be in English, because the kids are more. Even I don't know, it's not a prime minister, it's just like a minister, I think. What do they call the head of state of the state here in Ontario? The chubby guy. Well, anyways, he had a press conference where he was trying to talk, and he's only allowed to talk in French. But he had a press hearing, and he started off in English, and he was like, "Oops, I'm sorry," and he laughed. And then he goes, "Bonjour." Okay, like it started off in French. So like, even public officials in Quebec, they're not allowed to talk in English, and anything official all has to be in French. But here's the person who fought for the law that everything be in French, and he accidentally went on a press conference, and instead of starting off in French, he started off talking in English, and he had to correct himself.
Now I'm seeing, like, I've looked at restaurants and stuff around the area where they publish their menu. I would scroll through it. The first part would be in French, and the second part would be in English.
Yeah.
It's still there, so you're able to do it. Or if you're actually at a restaurant, you can ask for the English menu at most places.
And a lot of them speak English. But like I said, what I found is most interesting was that thing at the hotel, where the parents were talking to they're all talking in French.
Yeah.
They're talking to the kids in French. But when the kids ran really fast, they didn't scream at them in French. They screamed at them in English, which means that those kids are listening more to the English. They're just drawn to it.
Yeah.
So if you pay attention, like, to toddlers and little kids here, they're more drawn to the English culturally, and that's difficult. That's a difficult thing for them to preserve their language. Is that the youth, not the ones that are our age, the ones that are our age are more into the French. Definitely.
And look at, like, even within, like, your family, the younger generation gravitates more to the English than they do the Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Like, I wouldn't even, except for the littlest one. The littlest one does speak Spanish first. But if she's with us, we're talking to her in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's less than 6 years old, and she'll speak both languages to you. And she's starting to learn how to read and write both languages.
Yeah, like, either way, they were all, like, if there's English being spoken, they wanted to hear it. Yeah.
When we go to Maine, I want to go to a gift shop and get a little stuffed moose.
Okay. I agree.
I missed the little one.
I agree, yes.
I miss all of them. I've thought about moving back to Naples. A lot of times. But it's so inconvenient to live down there. We'll have to see if your real estate career, most people want to buy in the Naples area. But it's like, I don't have any problems in Manatee County with the cops or anything. It's like, the moment I step in Naples, you have to deal with all their stupid stigma. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about any of that. Like, in Naples or Fort Myers, it's like a manhunt for me. And I don't have a criminal record, they just hate me for doing my journalism down there. And from before that. But it's like in Manatee County, I feel safe. Not as safe as I do in Canada, but safe. Relatively American standards. No Lampopedes yet. Be awesome if in this video we could see a manatee. A manatee.
Okay, so
Wouldn't it be awesome if we saw a manatee up here? We live in Manatee County. Now, Manatee County, Florida. But I don't see us seeing a manatee up here in Quebec. I'd see a moose. Not a manatee. In the wilderness now, where wild things happen. Now this really feels like the wilderness out here. Canada, 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 Alright guys, check it out.